There we go. How about that? Can you guys hear us? Yeah, you can hear us.
I still think that's like the perfect April Fool's.
do an hour stream. 2 hours?
Yeah. You want to redo the intro?
Yeah, I'll redo it. Thank you. Look, see, all we need to do is have no sound, and then everybody who's always lurking in the chat actually says something.
Well,
you guys could be talking the whole time.
I was reading a thing about social media the other day, and they were like, if you want engagement, the number one thing to do is to do something wrong, like say something wrong.
You know what?
And then you get more comments than you would if you posted anything else.
You know what's crazy about that? The number one way to get your dog to come back to you if they're not obeying you is to pretend like you've just died.
Just fall over.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same idea, right?
Yeah.
It's the same idea.
They care all of a sudden. Otherwise, they just want to go, they smell something. They need to go explore it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with an intro.
Yeah, what do we do? We'll go back to the intro screen. You guys ready? Wait, let's have a little moment here. You ready to see some Crokinole? This board, this is crazy. This was randomly sent to us. We'll cover this in the official video, but this was randomly sent to us.
It's crazy. They just randomly picked an address. They put this logo on the board, and then it showed up totally random.
It's awesome. Yeah. Can't wait to play. It's going to be a fun Monday. You guys have anything you want to know? I see Tim. We finally got Tim in the chat here on Crokinole.
It's because...
He's an addict, isn't he?
He is an addict. No, it's because he got the vid.
You got the vid?
The COVID.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
He's stuck at home, and he saw a Crokinole stream pop up. Like, oh, yeah. This is my day.
I'm in. All right, everybody. Hey, we're going to go back quickly to the starting student screen. So watch out for the peaceful music. I think it's about time to have a new intro song.
Yeah, I mean, this one did as well.
Yeah, it did us really well. We could try a few from your recent hip hop album that you just put out. That would be exciting.
You know what we should do? We should do a song that's you on trumpet, me on saxophone.
20 years after we actually...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of our journey through the Crokinole series. Crokinole. Just kidding. This is the second time we streamed Crokinole.
Now better than ever.
I'm trying to remember if it was a holiday stream or did we just do Crokinole?
We did do the holiday game stream, but I think Bryce, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you in there? I think it was, you know what's crazy? We could actually get Bryce and Jonathan to talk right now, and they would come through on the stream as a distant computer voice. So we could actually engage with our side host,
that would be
which
cool.
would maybe we should integrate that.
There's right so now, many. If we could see John in his tie-dye shirt, it would be killer. All right, here's what I need. Question of the day. We're going to get it out of the way quickly. If you could randomly have us interact with and see Jonathan and Bryce, would that be more or less enjoyable?
Of course it'd be more enjoyable. You crazy?
Yeah, I just need a lot of people saying it. Needs to be like the people that tagged you on Discord that one time for the spider boards.
Yeah.
We need a lot of people.
Just a lot of energy around
it. That way we can show them and be like, look, the people demand to see you. It's so disgusting.
You're such a marketing person, ultimately.
It's just...
You're such a marketing dude. It's crazy. Your brain is so attuned. You gotta leave a comment.
Just leave a comment.
Smash that like button.
But it's real. The difference is... The number of people that be like, like, subscribe, smash the like button, leave a comment with this thing. It's but there's
Have you ever done it when they said that?
No.
Me neither.
No. I immediately want to do the opposite. But at the same time, when it's genuine, it's really, how many people watching would enjoy that edition?
But here's the red herring that is that question. Why would anyone say no?
Well, it's not that they would say no. It's that they would take the time and effort to say yes.
Yeah, so you think that way. I mean, it doesn't cost us anything to show their faces. It's not like we're having to invest money.
I don't know, though. Like sometimes they're not screen ready. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we can make that decision when we decide to cut
That
it
costs
out.
someone something. Anyways, this is Crokinole. If you haven't ever heard of it or played it, we opened our local store back in 2012 and had a friend and local, Matt Garrett, bring their Crokinole board to the store. Tim and I actually used to work on Sundays, and we would play this on Sundays in the store for so long. And it's a great game for a lot of reasons. It's like a classic, not like a yard game.
Yeah,
But
it's like
like
a
a-
yard table game. Let me tell you this, the dexterity game, the kids call it. But it's really just an older... We had a lot of these when we traveled in Europe, when we went to like Germany and Belgium and those kinds of places. We saw a lot of these types of games at the bars, at the pubs, at the taverns, if you will. Oh, there were some ancient games there like that were this style, but less
What's
fancy
the really
and
old
way
game?
older.
It's not Go, is it?
Go's super old. I think
Yeah.
it might be the oldest, or certainly on the list
With a
of
little...
little marbles. Yeah, that, Mancala. Chess isn't that old compared to those, I don't
like
think.
Mahjong or something like that?
Mahjong?
Mahjong?
Yeah.
There it is.
All that to say, is this a board game?
I don't know. Not really. There's not a board. There is a board. It's more like a table. This could be a table.
Is it a table game?
You can put legs on this thing and it's a table. You just need little cup holders, you know?
That's true. So that's a really, would we sell this in a board game store? Is this in the, you see board gamers also playing this kind of a game, but it's not really a board game, is it?
It's a very social game. One of my favorite things about it is it's super easy to play. Anyone can play it, whether you like games or not. It goes up to 4 players. Mm-hmm. That was also like a really nice feature of this level of game. The average game is like 10 to 15 minutes, so it's not super, not going to lock you down forever. You have 10 minutes to kill while you're waiting on someone. On Sunday, this was just like the perfect thing to have around.
So tell me this,
All right.
then, as the resident philosopher, the RP, is it that people inclined to board games like ourselves or tabletop games don't really have a genre that we love so much as we like being around a table with other people with something in the middle of the table? Does it really matter what it is?
I mean, I think that is everybody.
Everybody.
Like, behind people, it's like, hey, let's go to lunch. It's like you have a thing that you're doing,
That's quite a few people.
but there's an excuse to get around a table, and like we're achieving something, but also we're really just
So this is the collective, a sandwich.
Yeah, 'cause,
effectively.
like,
The
I played this
muffalata
game
of board games.
at holidays with people that don't play games. My mom does not. We played Wingspan with her actually.
I know.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
It's so
She does
good.
not play. She just doesn't like the
The
pressure. If
thinking
anything's
games.
things wrong,
Yeah.
and she likes to do the right thing, and then like it's over and like doesn't like taking risks and all that kind of stuff. So she would play this and like have a good time and not worry about it.
Right.
And instead of like, okay, I guess I'll play the board game because that's what you guys want to do,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be stressed about it the whole time.
There's really dexterity games, thinking games,
Thinking without the G.
and I guess that's it. What other stats do you have? Wisdom games, that's a thinking game. Strength
so
games,
there's
there's strength games,
There's
isn't there?
strategy games.
Yeah, well, how can you have
It's where
strategy without
that
thinking?
would be the thinking game to me.
Yeah.
Um,
So sometimes we like to think, sometimes we like to flick, sometimes we like to eat.
yeah. And there's some amount of strategy / thinking.
That's
here.
true.
But
Yeah.
it's light on strategy and heavy on this.
Although I will say, I do feel like I do have some strategy when I'm eating a sandwich, especially when it's too big for your mouth. It's the most annoying thing in the world.
Isn't it?
I will really die on that hill. At some point, I think that will be the cause that I fight against the most.
Yeah. I don't like that situation.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
like,
what's the point of this?
it's worthless.
Yeah.
It's absolutely worthless.
You may as well give it to me in parts, and I'll just take a bite of the bread first.
yeah.
And it's one at a time, because that's how I have to eat the sandwich.
I was in Colorado last week.
Yeah, how'd your trip go?
Fantastic trip. There's a great place in Crescent Butte Bagels, run by some young kids. They're just packed, busy. But we have an in because my sister-in-law is a local there, so we have the secret phone number you can call to place a pickup order. Otherwise, you can't.
Secret.
It's secret. Only locals know it, and they like change it every time, to keep it fresh. So we went there. The bagels were incredible. Bagel sandwiches, wonderful. Bagel sandwiches, though, that's a whole other thing. It's got to be the most worthless style of sandwich.
You put
First
like
of
meat
all,
and cheese on that stuff?
You have a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sauce and...
Not a great
yeah.
sandwich already. And then it's a hard bagel. Bagel's got to have a snap with some softness inside. So now you've got a hard biting experience with soft things in the middle. Complete waste of time. So I just split it in half and ate it like a civilized human being. Can you walk us through the
What
process of
happened here?
how this board got here?
Yeah, I can. Let me pull this up really quick.
And we're going to have to get the pucks out of the back, which I'm excited about because that's another fun thing of this.
So
this is a Crokinole board. This is a whole culture, everybody. If you've never seen this, you don't know about it. Getting the board is like, I mean, it's like getting a new car. It's a real consideration. What are you going to go with? Who's going to make it? What's it going to look like?
So
statement piece.
We streamed Crokinole last year.
Yeah.
And then a member of our community, Jonathan, friends and family, has a business called Wouldn't You Know, which I'll show you this really quick.
Look at this from Kenneth Harkin. Crokinole is played in my company's lunchroom a couple times a week. The custom Wouldn't You Know board hangs in my office.
Yep.
So this is a known quantity.
This is Wouldn't You Know. And, wood like as in what a table is made of.
Oh, right.
Wouldn't know.com.
You know, very clever. Better name than Covenant, that's for sure.
And basically reached out, and they just wanted to send us a board because they like what we're doing. And we were also playing on the board that Tim and I have last year, and that board is a whole story. If you want that story, you can go watch the other
Mayday?
stream.
They did that one?
Yeah, they had a Kickstarter, and that was an add-on, and it was like a $25. I'm just gonna go into it. $25 board game Kickstarter, but they had an add-on for like $50 or $80 for a Crokinole board. Right, and so for context, like, let me just see if I can pull one of these, just for so people know what they're getting into. So, like, the cheapest one on this, the plain natural board on Wouldn't You Know.
Is that what this is?
No, it's $275.
Wow.
But this is like really nice wood, heavy. This material is crazy. This is one of the craziest, especially because I've been playing on the other board.
Our old board is guttural compared to this one. You may as well roll it down a hill.
The comparison I have is like if you've been playing card games and you use penny sleeves.
Yeah.
And then you go to like a Dragon Shield mat.
Yeah.
It's like, what have I been, how did I even shuffle? Like, I can't even think about flicking a disc on that old board anymore.
Yeah, right?
Just put it out to pasture. Anyways,
disgusting.
We did a Kickstarter, added that on, and then the board game showed up like 6 months later, but then the board took 4 or 5 years, literally, to show up. And constant, just like touching base, where's the board at? What's going on? And it was not pleasant, but we played on that board last year. I love this game. And so they reached out and were like,
"Is this Jonathan Freitag? Does that ring a bell?
Totally him.
What's that, Jonathan? Hey, good to see you. Oh, has that wave board. Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
Is there actually a wave board?
Yeah,
oh
right
no,
there.
I'm
Great
doomed. 300.
See the blue ditch?
That'd take up half my house.
Yeah, and you can hang it on a wall though. So we'll get to that in a second.
I don't have room for that yet.
Anyway, so they reached out. Jonathan reached out, connected us with a Wouldn't You Know, and they're just phenomenally lovely people, very kind. Really pay attention. So they do custom boards. That's what this technically is. And they were essentially wanting to make a board that we wanted to have, potentially either on stream. No. This is not a paid promotion.
There was no agreement.
There was no
money exchanged.
Never agreed to do anything. But then we got this in like a month ago or a couple weeks ago. And I was just blown away. Like, it looked like it would be nice, but then it came in and you can see in the screen like the reflection of the board.
Let's look at this baby top down.
It's just so good.
Come on now. And it's on the custom Covenant Crokinole playmat.
Yeah, that fits right in that circle. Somehow that was unplanned.
Hey, that's coming up too. Anybody who wants one of those. We got some in the printer.
So custom, if you look at their website, they have all sorts of designs. You can custom design stuff. Like there's some crazy stuff you can do. Starry Night, beyond, there's literally just a custom option. Choose the wood, the colors, the design, the ditch. But they like
you
it was
fully
so,
realize yourself, man.
They were so helpful. Like we weren't even paying. Like it was just they were just doing it to be nice, and send us something.
Just some guys on stream, man.
Yeah, and like when you're working with someone and you know they're paying attention.
Yes. I know the lack of that particularly. Yeah.
Yes. So when someone is paying attention, you really
it's notable.
You catch that. And it was little stuff like the original. I think that this out here was going to be the same color as this.
Mm.
And then they happened to get this in for a different board, and just like saw it and like put it there.
Like,
and
that would look really good.
Hey, we think this would look really good. Do you mind if we switch this? And I agree. Like having a different color ditch is good, but then having some of the discs are black, so they didn't want to do a black ditch.
Mm-hmm.
So
you lose your disc.
So you can still see it. So we'll walk through all that in a second. So the first thing we need to do, though, a few things. If you're thinking about getting a board, highly recommend. This is the best Crokinole board I've ever seen. By a lot, even when you go to Gen Con, sometimes they'll have booths and areas with this. This is crazy. It's just a totally ridiculous board. Now that you're sending it, we're going to flip it over.
It's so good. Man, look at this thing. Look at this puppy. Okay. Well, thank you, Jonathan. I haven't got a chance to talk to you, so thank you so much for that and all the team at Wouldn't You Know. Okay, can I do this safely if I lift this up?
Yeah.
We're not going to have like one of those streams.
I think that's the bottom, right?
That we have to. I want to show the people though. Okay. Oh goodness! Can you be trusted? Oh, watch out for the mic. Okay, yeah.
All right, check this out.
Yeah.
Again, people paying attention.
Let's go to the top down there.
So, has Team Covenant on it, the date, which is fine. They have these nice little felt things that keep the board off the table directly. There's also, can you see? Yeah, this you can actually hang it. They include these things.
Little
so
hangers.
this will probably get hung on the wall in my office, I assume. And that's just for storage. That's really nice, not having to have it on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's 4 colors.
These things are ridiculous. So, of course, I'm going to play red. So this pops out, and then literally it's like your discs are in the back of this thing. So
wow.
It's just crazy. I'm sure you could like tip it to where all these just slide out really easy.
It just feels more, I'll do white will be a higher contrast. I think we'll be able to see that. Wouldn't you know?
And this is just like, so the board that Tim and I previously had, we had this little box next to it to like try to keep score. And then we also had, that's held the disc, but that always broke. And like, yeah. And we'll cover some more stuff in a second.
This is much nicer.
It's a very, very nice
Isn't
board.
it nice? Nice to have nice things.
It's crazy. When you see someone doing something really well, that's really...
Well, you do have the benefit of getting that daily, so...
Well, yeah, I know. Those the ops people are just out there crushing it. My wife also just doing a killer job at home. Serena, if you're out there, thank you for everything.
Just crushing.
So, if you send a volley, I'll send it right back. So, anyways, beyond just these little details, that's like a huge detail to me.
Watch the mics, too.
Yeah, this is really convenient. Let's rotate it around. And this thing is like sturdy. Can you hear that bass hitting? When you hear that boom. It's like
How
the
low
T-Rex
can you go?
So it also came with this
Afro.
Bag of
Once
goods.
again, life, it's the incredible. Oh man, that looks good. We sended that up perfectly.
This is off a little.
But look at the OCD crew is gonna be more worried about the borders.
Yeah. So they included. Look at this. They include the screws and the drywall mount.
Yeah, dual drywall things
to use, right?
Yeah, it costs you 5 seconds or 5 cents, but it's good to not have to go get them.
Yeah, I'd have to go buy them independently. Look at this. These go here. Instead of the little wooden things, these are rubber, which is what they're supposed to be. They screw in.
Do we need a screwdriver?
I don't think so. They just screw in.
Well,
maybe.
Do we need a screwdriver? No, they just screw in.
Like I think they literally can just.
Oh, like with your
hand.
But if it's a real, it seems like we should need a screwdriver. Did you get that? Look at you. What are you, a climber? Call you Alex Honlin over here.
See the free.
Yeah, I think
free Willy. No, that one's not going to go in. I think I just picked the right one. I'm going to get a screwdriver. That'd be so funny. It's like I just get all the easy ones and you can't get it. There's also this cleaning cloth, which we'll come back to in a second. But let me get a screwdriver first.
A genuine cleaning cloth. I think I can get all these screwed in, man. I am the Alex Honlin of this group.
There was one that was pretty tough.
I actually am a climber. So let me just see if I can YOLO myself into victory here. Let me tell you, climbing, great workout. It'll get things strong that are functional rather than, what do you call that? Just vanity stuff. It's like if you need to open a pickle jar, talk to a climber, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. See, and I'm already just proving how awesome I am. Zach goes and gets a tool like a barbarian. See, look. Now I will be able to say that I'm awesome. You know why? Because I did it with my hands. Which makes me tougher than Zach. Wait, did he take one? Hey, did you take one of those with you? That'd be funny, Jonathan, if it's just like, oops, forgot one. We just couldn't play. That'd be so funny. Hey, Zach.
Yeah, I took one with me.
Okay, great. Here, give him to Dad over here. Yeah.
Dude, these are so nice. There you go, Mr. Climber.
Yeah, thank you.
One and done, I always said. Do the first one.
Don't strip the things. That's correct. You don't want that to happen.
All right. So it also came. Check this out.
Let's leave double check.
I'll strip it.
If you could strip it by screwing it in, I would be very upset about that. You really don't need to go in much either, do you?
Look at this, dude. They include this document, one page, called The Care and Feeding of Your Crokinole Board.
Okay.
Thank you for purchasing a Crokinole board. Well, thank you for sending it to us.
What do we feed it?
From Wouldn't You Know, our goal is to provide you a top quality game board that will last a lifetime. This document will help you get the most out of your board.
Does it say don't over tighten the screws?
Have you heard of planned obsolescence?
Yes.
I love when companies start with this statement, which is like, we want this to be the last time you buy this board from us.
Yeah, and we want you to repair it, if you have any problem.
Cleaning. I won't go through all that. Refinishing for faster play. Wall mounting. Just instructions and all that, which is great.
Jonathan said you want to go until there's a little compression on the rubber. Okay. Easy. Easy. Nice.
Now this is the most important thing, and I totally trust.
The rules?
It is the rules of Crokinole in physical form.
Okay.
Everyone out there knows how much I pay attention to, respect, and read rule
Love.
books.
Yeah.
Basic rules of play. We're going to just stay with the basics.
Okay.
Getting ready. A player or team's initial order of play, color of disc, and seating position shall be determined by chance or by the organizers of a club or tournament.
Okay.
I'll be red.
Okay, you got it.
How to play a round. A round shall proceed as follows. Each player in turn, proceeding clockwise around the board, shall attempt to make a valid shot. After each turn, any 20s, which is the middle, sunk, shall be removed and placed in the designated area visible to all players and must remain there until the end of round. See that bounce?
Oh my gosh, that bounces like
And
for
it
real.
slides,
Now we're
man.
playing Crokinole, man. We had that other one was nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. At the end of the round, the score on the board shall be counted along with the 20s, etc., etc. 4 rounds? A game is only 4 rounds? I thought you played to 100.
We're playing to 100, baby.
Valid shot. If any opposing discs are in play, at least one of the shooter's discs must strike an opposing disc either directly or by bumping one of his or her discs already in play. If there are no opposing disc in play, then the shooting disc, or at least one disc struck during the shot, must end up touching or within the 15 line in here. A 20 is considered within the 15 line. If on any turn a valid shot is not made, then the shooting disc and all other discs that were struck, including any 20s made, shall be removed, considered out of play, and shall not score.
Okay. What's that mean?
Yeah. So basically,
Play Crokinole?
the first person to shoot, right? So a valid shot is if there's no any opponent's discs on the board, then your disc has to end up either touching the 15 line, in here, or in the middle.
Yeah, I only go in the middle.
If it goes in the middle, it's worth 20 points.
Okay.
At the end of every round, or every round, any discs in this circle are worth 15 points. This circle are worth 10. This circle are worth 5.
Only the closest, though?
Closest?
Like, is it shuffleboard rules?
So,
Like, if I'm here and you're closer, do I get these points?
you get those points. But
I do.
But it is whatever when you subtract. So like if I had one here and you had one here,
Oh, okay, I see.
then this is 15 and that's 10. I only score 5.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah, and
so we have subtraction scoring then.
And if there is a disc on the board, let's say I had one here. When you shoot, you have to hit this disc.
Right.
If you don't, your disc and any disc that you hit along the way are removed.
Invalid.
Yeah. So you want to dive right
Wait,
into this
and
thing?
anyone I hit along the way? So, like, if I... Oh, wait, I would be hitting one of yours, so that would be illegal.
Yeah. Now, if you hit 3 of yours and none of mine, all of yours get removed.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Tim said thought I had to be completely in the 15 zone, but of course he's playing the old rules,
According to the basic rules,
not the official rules of the Crokinole Association.
if there are no discs in play, the shooting disc or at least one disc struck during the shot must end up touching or within the 15 line.
Boom.
Then in parentheses says the no hiding rule, which is in the competitive rules.
All right, you ready?
All right. And David, next week, Steven and Zach will crack open a booster box of Crokinole boards and start deck building. 30 Crokinole boards per deck. All right. You want to go first or want to go second? We should let you go first.
Me first?
Yeah. It's not fair if I go first. I'm just going to sink it.
Is this my thing?
Yeah, this is... So each player has a section. That's why you can play up to 4. And one of my favorites is actually 2v2.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you should... I think you have 13 discs. Normally you play with 12, so they sent a spare.
Oh, good. Okay, I was wondering why the 1 was... I'll just send it.
Yeah.
Do we need to dust the board or wipe it or put any sand on it or anything like that?
I don't think so. They had the cleaning rules.
Spit shine.
Let's look.
What's this laminated with?
I don't know.
Linseed? Is that like...
You can refinish the top. They give you rules for doing that. For faster play, regular cleaning and periodic refinishing should keep the playing surface relatively fast. If you prefer even faster play, there are 2 options. The first is to wax the discs using the same carnauba, I don't know, wax used to refinish the surface. The second is to pour a small amount of shuffleboard wax, granular silicone wax, in the ditch and firmly rub the disc in it prior to shooting. This will give the disc a little more run, which is useful for certain shots.
John, this is 8 discs for 2-player. We get 8.
A whole new world. I just lost 30% of my chances.
That's 5 gone, but then we have extras in case we're doing...
Jonathan, so apparently saying his parents are who make these in Greenville, South Carolina.
Awesome.
Which is amazing. You guys did a killer job.
Okay, let's see. First, Jonathan's the marketing guy, so he's done a good job. Yeah.
And with these beautiful influencers, I mean, where else would you want your board? Just look at us. Also,
look at all the influencing currently happening.
I don't know if this is true.
Who's being influenced?
But there are...
Oh my gosh, dude, look at
There's usually one side of the disc
that
does
thing
more.
rolling.
Yeah. Now flip it over and do that, and it won't move it won't spin as much.
Let's see how long
It's still
that
going.
goes.
It's just centrifugal.
Some say it's still
it
spinning.
It just keeps going.
We're here all
never
night.
stops.
Okay, hold
on, let me get my watch out. That was a good spin.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. Oh yeah, see, it stops immediately. What does that mean?
Well, do you want your disc to be spinning or you want it to stop?
Well,
so a lot of times you want the stoppy side. Like let's say I have a disc here. If you want to hit mine and have yours stop,
yeah,
don't go on the spinny side.
It's like hitting the pool ball. What do they call that? The billiards ball. The billiards ball? The ball.
Like you hit it under it.
Under sends it backwards and stops it, and over keeps it spinning afterward.
Yep.
So how about for just a normal shot? Do you like it looser or tight?
John says that we were the first choice. The $10,000 check is in the mail. I'm really hoping that check comes at about the same time we're going to get that Nalgene.
By the time that Nalgene bottle comes through.
Yeah. Wouldn't you know, Sam, I got caught on a phone call, but I'm finally here. The board is waxed and ready to go. Welcome. Hey, thank you so much for sending this.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
awesome.
Just the craftsmanship in this product is remarkable. So it's absolutely a privilege to get to be playing on it and to be showing it off here on stream. Thank you for doing it.
Now, how about, Zach, how about this? How about we each take 8 shots and just to warm up, you know? Or is this what this is?
Well,
I mean, there's a lot on the line here.
There's nothing on the line.
Did I ever win one last time?
I think so.
Yeah, I definitely did. Would you shoot loose or tight on your OG shot?
I would shoot tight. It's like you hit one of these things, it's just going to go.
It may go out.
Going to Houston.
It's going to Bixby.
Direct flight, no delays.
Where do I shoot from?
So it's got to be touching your back line.
Okay.
And it can't be across the border mark.
Okay, it can't go past here, but I can be touching here. Okay. Here we go. Now, you never know how hard to hit it at first, you know.
Yeah. We can take warm-up shots.
No. It's time. This is going to set the tone.
Yeah, here it is.
And a lot of times I've found that sideways flick is where you get into trouble. You got to have that top down.
Yeah, I agree. Top flick. I'm going to start doing the wolf pack like the double.
Okay. Here we go. That's pretty close.
That was respectable. That'd be funny if I spin and it's the spinny side and that's what I go with after telling you no. All right.
See, why are you so close to the line? What's that about?
What line?
The line, your side line. Are you using that to line it up or something?
Over here?
Yeah.
No.
You got some kind of strategy you're working with?
Well, there's two things. I actually, when I'm playing Crokinole, I prefer shooting from the side. Because a lot of times when I'm trying to hit your disc that end up in the middle, this is like if I have a disc sitting here, it gets a lot harder to hit a lot of your stuff. But by coming from the side, I have more lanes open.
You're assuming you're going to do well, is the thing.
Even if I don't, just like, if
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. The other thing is,
change your tune.
I'm right-handed, so shooting here.
I thought you were left-handed. But you're kind of sometimes left-handed.
Yeah,
right?
there's weird things. Like I wear my watch on the wrong side apparently, and then my left hand's definitely more dexterous. But any like skill, like I play basketball right-handed, and once you develop that stuff, then it's really hard to go back. Anyways, so to shoot here, like you're shooting right-handed from over there, like my arm has to be in like a really weird spot.
Yeah, I see.
So here we are.
Okay, very nice. Very chill.
Later in there.
That was nice.
That is another rule, Van. Apparently, when you're playing normal, you some part of your bottom half has to be on the chair, right? Like
sure, but we've got rolly chairs.
Yeah, but like normally, if you're sitting, we're also in a weird position here because of the way this table is.
All right, buddy, prepare for liftoff.
There he is. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Man, do you hear that? Ding, 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 ding?
So, do I have to hit something?
Great. You have to hit my disc.
I always have to hit your disc.
If I have a disc on the table, you got to hit it.
But it's a trash disc. I don't want anything to do with that. All right, let's try it.
It's like a really hard disc to hit, actually.
No, it's not.
This is a pain.
Oh, come on.
I believe.
So what happens now?
Didn't hit it, so it just gets removed.
Not both of them, just me.
Yeah. Now, if you'd hit another one on accident, you would remove any of them that you hit. There wasn't one.
I see. Dude, I feel like you're about to spin off to Rainbow Road here. Oh, yikes.
Nailed it. Rainbow Road. It's the next board design.
All right, prepare for launch.
Okay. That was clean. Like, if you needed to hit my disc, like right here, would have been a beautiful
I was just warming up for that particular shot. Yeah.
Now, you don't have any discs on the board. So, if I hit one of my discs, I don't think it goes away. Let me verify the official rules.
You can like advance your position, get a single.
So the shooting disc, or at least one disc that I hit, has to go in the middle. So like if I shoot this and hit this, and neither of them end up in the middle, they both go away.
Whoa, that's a weird rule. I'm sure that exists for a reason.
Basically, one of my discs that I'm shooting or setting up has to land in the middle. Otherwise, you're just...
Otherwise, we assume you made a mistake. Very nice. Well, that should be easy, right? Watch this. I'm just gonna blow this out completely. Check this out.
You knock all of them out. Beautiful play. That's also a very tough thing.
That's right. Yeah. You shouldn't really say what you're trying to do because then you can pretend like you need to do it, right? I like the loose side particularly. I feel like I'm on the edge here. Anything could happen.
I really love these. Those are way better than the old.
That's a good place for that.
Yeah, especially
right where we wanted it.
Just given my current positioning in life.
Hey, who's laughing now, bun?
Yeah, I'm in a bad spot.
That's pretty good, right? Did you want that?
I did want that, yeah. I had hit one of your discs, so.
So I can't just try to go for the middle. I gotta mess with you here.
Yeah. That one over there is a pretty good layup.
It's definitely easy, but does it accomplish the goal? Because that's going to stay there, you know?
Yeah, it's always going to be there for you to smoke. We only got 2 shots left. Oof.
I feel like this one's got my attention. And I want to curve it into the right, you know? Like, do a little...
Nailed it.
Okay. Not quite enough. But if you miss this one a little, it's going to... I got the pole to... Is that still good?
Now, when it stops spinning, it'll go off the board. It could spin right back on, you know? Look at it. Some say it's still spinning today.
Can I blow on them or no? Is that...
You're just like...
Okay.
What a game. All right, now it's gone.
So now we got to hit this one, but we also got to...
This is your last disc, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me this, wouldn't you know? If a disc is on the line, it goes out to the next layer when we're going to scoring?
No way, man. It goes in. Let's think about angles.
It goes to the lower value. Yeah.
Can I look and then shoot with the sit? Or do I always have to be sitting?
Let's see if it's in the additional rules.
Surely they allow for like 10 minutes of assessment.
I don't care what you do. I think...
Does anything like curling?
In the competitive play rules, During opponent's turn, a player may not touch the board or table or place a disc in motion, or make any unusual noise or motion designed to distract the player.
Oh man, that's like everything I wanted to do then.
During a shot, only the player's shooting hand and associated wrist and forearm may touch the board or table. Must start flat.
Prepare for maximum destruction. Oh, Zach, it was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. All right, let's see what I've got to do now. Oh, look at that. There's the risky option. So ideally what I want to do is bounce this one into that one to knock that out and knock this one in. I don't think I have the skill set to do that.
You totally do. What better time to develop it than right now on stream?
Yeah. The other line is to try to bounce it off of one of these things to hit one of yours, which I think I'm going to try.
Was it the Crokinole stream, the OG Crokinole stream that got dunked on by a group that got dumped into it?
It was an Ashes stream, but there was someone doing a commentary on a Crokinole game, but not like serious. They were like almost comedic about it.
Yeah.
And then that stream ended, and for some reason it sent thousands of people into our Ashes stream. And they had no idea what was going on, which, makes a lot of sense.
That is funny.
There we go. It was a very good shot, Steven.
Thanks. I need positive reinforcement. Oh, yeah.
Nailed it. Okay. So
this goes out?
It goes out, yeah. And so first thing we'll do is we'll each cancel one of these. You have 15. I have 10. So you'll score 5 points.
5 on the board. Where do you want to write it? You just remember it? We're playing to 100?
So the rule said you just play 4 rounds.
No, we playing to 100, dog.
But I agree with that. Okay. So we collected this, and you went first that time?
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. This board is incredible.
Yeah, the only thing that was holding me back, it turns out, was that old dumb board.
I agree.
It wasn't me. It was the board.
If Coach had just put you in, you would have won state. I know it.
Can now become the Paul Morphy of Crokinole like I've intended.
Your lifelong dream realized it wasn't me all along. I had the talent. I had the goods. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, let's go. Okay. And I don't want you in the middle spot there, right? Okay. Let's go.
You don't want me in the middle, no. Agreed.
I touched you, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, I totally touched you.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
We need a stream replay.
We gotta have a replay.
Can someone give me the clip there?
I whispered on that disc on the way back.
I need a stream replay. We had someone last time. It was amazing. There was some shot, and we were trying to see if it hit. And then someone clipped it immediately and had it. If you have the power to do that, let me know, and let me know where you're going to post it.
That 100% hit. 1 hundo, man. I'll bet you $20 to $30.
I like there's a range of your bet. What odds you want to give me?
That's 100. It was 100%.
$10 bet, 3 to 1 odds.
Chat's got me.
All right, touched.
We got a whisper, baby.
I believe Clockwork Gadget. Brent's hand on the rebound.
That's so good.
Code is saying there was chalk dust. So yes. Tim saying definitely touched. All right, I believe. Here we go.
That's right. Oh, Zach.
Mine touched. It just didn't do anything.
It's hard to hit this without dumping you into the basket here.
You just got to hit it aggressively.
Just got to be good.
The one thing I will say about this board is that this piece is like really flat. On the other board, there was like a lip, so it would bounce.
Oh, yeah, the lip doesn't seem right. Didn't hit. I'll go with you on that.
It's off the board anyway.
Didn't hit.
Here we are. All right. That's like impossible.
All right.
I guess I'll try this one.
Can I dunk you? Like, can I push you hard enough where you don't go through, right?
Just give it a good example.
That's exactly it. Wow. All right, so I got to come over here in the wasteland of points to go get you.
Don't miss. They're both on the line. I'll give you that one.
Are they?
That one definitely is.
Wait, that's off, right?
Yeah. That's on the line. It's got to be on the line.
That's off. Yeah, you got to put that off. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's go for the impossible shot. Through the valley. Yay, the walk through the valley. Nailed it. That's like such a hard shot.
All right, so I get a free moment here, don't I? Right? Mm-hmm. Just don't hit this one.
Just don't hit that one, yeah. Don't bedazzle yourself here. That was the way you could have, if you'd hit here and it hit that.
Yeah,
so that goes off the table because it didn't go in the middle.
Oh, okay. That's probably for the best, actually.
Yeah. Now, another thing you can do, side note, is you could hit here to try to get this one in the middle.
Yeah, no one here is ready for that.
In the middle, you're good to go. Hold on. I got to raise my chair arms here. Max dexterity. All right, here we go. Second shot.
Holding that wolf pack strong there. Oof. Okay. Great. Don't go. We're gonna keep at it here. Okay. Fine.
We're gonna get it.
Now I just kind of have free.
Getting closer. We've got a lot of freebies here. Okay. So it's in the middle. That counts.
That does
according
count.
to the new rules.
Yeah, the new rules here.
Yeah. So
you're in the game. It's your last puck. Now hold on a second. For real? That is a devastatingly hard shot. Wait, this is what I've been doing to you the whole time. All right, hold on. What if we...
Nathaniel's saying, I don't know this game, but it is amazing. It's so good. I love this game.
Oh, Tori's saying the camera's well, but yeah, sorry, we've been hitting it in our excitement. So, can I've got to just kind of hope that I can figure this out.
Mm-hmm. It's very tough with the position of this table.
Watch this, though.
Nailed it. All right, so that'll go down to this layer. And I am currently...
You get 5.
I get 5, yeah. Professional Crokinole play right here, ladies and gentlemen. 5-5 after 2 rousing rounds. I'm going to start sinking them.
There is a lot on the line here.
Yeah, as you said earlier. Rain saying the quality woodwork is more interesting than the game. Yeah, I agree.
I gotta tell you, the game's great. It's the next Magic the Gathering.
Worldwide phenom.
Me shot?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, man.
Cleared it.
We're just afraid of the middle, aren't we? Oh, no.
Put this one over here. Where can we see it? Let's put it right here. In my winner circle here.
Oh, man. So I got to do one of those now. Okay, so that's
Thomas,
20?
I don't want to rotate the board to get my angles because it gets fishy.
I immediately want to be better at this. Every time you play, it's kind of like...
I'm telling you, if it's just like the afternoon, we grab a beer, it's like this is 7 hours of just like...
Grab that charcuterie board?
That we did that last time. That's when we did that. It would have been a great shot if there hadn't been a disc on the board.
Wait, how many should I have?
I have 7, so you should have 6 left.
Okay. Grab this guy.
It's looking red out there, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a takeover.
Oh, I grabbed my score puck. So I only have 5 left.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, 4.
Did you hit one of mine?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just moved it to the other 10. Okay. Okay. I see how this one's gonna go, buddy.
Flip it up, saying I heard that Crokinole is the highest class of all high-class games. Oh my goodness, look at this. America?
I've got you. I know my spot now. That's the spot I need to be to totally destroy you.
John is saying we demo boards at local brew pubs so often. This game was made to be played with a beer in one hand.
Loose. Things are turning around, aren't they?
Nailed it.
So his long ball is this tough. That was acceptable. Now, to what degree were you actually planning for that?
That was the hope. To knock yours off and bounce it in, but you never know with these things.
All right, so this is where things could really get interesting.
Go to Santa. I bet this is one of those games you improve at the more you consume alcohol. Yeah, it's like a curve.
Yeah.
It goes up until it steeply drops off.
Okay, I see. You know, it's the law of attraction. You got to envision success here.
Hey, well in.
Oh, you still have one. Yeah. No, that wasn't. I didn't want that. That was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. These cancel out.
Yeah.
And then I have a 20.
5, 15.
So I get 15. Yeah. Could have gone a lot worse. Where is it? 20. I'm at 20. You're at 5. And I'm first this time?
Are there any local retail store, like game stores? Do they sell Crokinole boards?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a weird product to sell, right? Because it's
definitely.
large and heavy and expensive. And,
otherwise, it's perfect.
And it's like there's not like a manufacturer selling these at wholesale, as far as I know. So it's very particular.
Yeah.
Just a delicate little flower.
You were genuinely disgusted by that shot.
Yeah, that's my chance to really like get ahead here. Instead, I just passed it back over to him. He was so excited.
Still fine.
That's good positioning for me.
That's bad for me. Yeah.
That's fine, except for it's horrible.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah, you got a good shot. A clean shot.
I do, but I just can't reach it.
Ryan saying I'd neither heard of nor seen anything about Crokinole until yesterday. Well, what did you see yesterday? Nice. Aaron Clark, you guys have an ETA on Board Game Day or Board Game Week. I remember you guys saying that was happening maybe starting with Spirit Island.
Yep. We're reviewing Spirit Island production assets currently. And so I'd say within like a month, maybe. Probably a month.
I'm excited to explore.
You never promise anything.
That side. I see a stack of board games over there.
Yeah, there's tons of them. Good ones. Yep. Spirit Island's apparently good, right?
I've heard good things.
What am I even
Are we going to watch that Board Game Bros channel you always talk about?
Yeah, Board Game Bros. But,
I got my backwards hat ready to go.
It's a new brand.
That was a good shot.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Not going to lie.
Thank you.
Nice.
This is all very good for me so far. Now I just got to not screw this up.
Van saying, Steven, you going to play the DL board game? What's a DL board game?
Download. The download board game.
Clockwork saying, I love Spirit Island. Hope you all enjoy it. With as many people talking positively about it as I've heard, it seems unlikely that we're just going to not like it.
Ooh, Dragonlance. Yeah, maybe. I love Dragonlance.
Is that game you brought in the other day?
The old one. Yeah, the old ancient. Welcome to your doom.
Is that what that's from?
No.
What's that from?
That was from an old video game called Altered Beast on Sega Genesis.
Look at us scrounge around for 5 points.
Well, you keep putting your pucks over here in the middle of nowhere. I gotta hit them. Here we go. Let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. I'll be the last at the 5er.
Don't miss.
I very well could.
Nice. 10 points for old Steven.
Boom, all right. Boom.
20 to 15. What I found is that at some point we start getting decent, and then all of a sudden someone gets like a 100-point turn.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right?
Like if I get a disc here and you just can't get rid of it, and then I just keep getting free shots in the middle. Good stuff. All right, over to you.
Assuming you make those free shots, of course. What's up, John the Bard? Sweet looking board, boys. My workday is glad y'all are back.
You play any?
It's our target audience, really. It's just people at work. We're just on in the background while you're like, hopefully contributing.
And like
something.
I feel for you. It's so close.
Oh yeah, it goes off the board, right? That's a bummer.
Yeah, you missed. Meanwhile,
you need to be able to do that. That's the key to this game. You got to be able to make the shot.
So like,
if it's open,
it's kind of like bowling. Like professional Crokinole players are like 90%.
Yeah.
So it's really
missing is the moment.
When someone misses, it starts the game.
Yeah.
Because like right now you got a chance to
Is this
return
off?
the volley. It's off, yeah.
So you could just dunk. You could just keep dunking.
Yeah, but I of course did not.
Got in your head there. Oh, now that was a robbery. That was plain and day. That's the sunlight came through and robbed me.
It's like a nightmare. His face. The old bounce-a-rooney. But it gives you an open lane.
That's right. The benefit is that I can miss now.
John the Bard saying I get to talk about birds all day, so contributing is generous. What do you do, John the Bard, besides talk about birds? But why are you talking about birds all day?
Composes poems about birds, I guess.
That'd be awesome. He's a bard. All right, here we go. Nailed it.
Man, dream's over for me on that one.
We had a chance.
We had
it's
a moment.
going out the door.
We had a moment.
Good shot.
Let's just get back over here in the scrum.
Yep. Brett saying, holy smokes, their website makes killer boards. Their stuff is gorgeous. It really is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
If you've ever considered buying a board, check out their website. All right, here we go.
Wait, you're back in. You're back. Oh my gosh, how did we get here?
It touched the bottom of it. It touched it.
All right, here's my moment. I just got to sync 2 here, baby.
Rain says you have the whole freeway to yourself and you still drive off the road. Come on, Steven. Nice. That was a good shot. Good shot.
I feel like it was a strong idea.
We need a face cam on this one. The turn to the camera shot.
Yeah, we do. We do. We've got a lot of... Wow.
Are you out of discs?
Yeah.
So this is just another shot.
Don't worry, you won't make it. It's
Just
fine.
jabroni you. Here we go. All right. So I scored 2 in the middle. Plus, that's 40. Plus 30.
60?
70. 80 points.
80? What do you mean?
So 2, these are 20 each.
That's 40.
15 each.
That's 30.
70 plus 10.
That's 80. What was your score previously?
Returning to my previous statement of 80 points. I scored 80 points.
What was your previous score?
20.
Oh my gosh.
If you take my previous scores and you add this one, I get to the perfect 100 to win the game.
Is it one of those games where you have to get the exact amount to win?
No.
You don't start going down to... Isn't that darts or something?
What is that game? There is that game. I remember...
You literally, what just happened is what you were talking about.
Suddenly
somebody gets 80 points.
Yep. It just, a moment happens and someone runs away with it. John the Bard, good game. Easy. Yeah.
John's an ornithologist, wildlife advocate for Wild Birds Unlimited, which I went to a lot as a child with my mother.
Really?
Yeah. There's one in Tulsa. Wild Birds Unlimited. You get bird seeding.
He calls, the title he has, Avian Sensei. Love that. John the Bard, easy. Someone was asking where to go.
Back in.
Yeah. Philo Dre saying, what's Crokinole? Zoom back to the front of the stream. We talk about it. We talk about this board and the rules and everything. Or you can just hang out and watch along. But it's a
pretty easy to understand.
Classic table game, dexterity.
Not even really I mean, I guess there's some dexterity, but you don't have to do anything quickly. You almost dunked me there, bro.
That's another thing. What side do you put your disc on?
And another thing.
Like if this is on the spinning side, when I'm hitting it later?
Yeah. That is relevant, isn't it?
Nice shot.
Thanks. Very supportive.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, we can play that.
Clockwork, of course, and that was the warm-up round for Steve.
We can play that.
It does take time.
Ah, no! It's a clearinghouse.
I don't think it bumped anything.
All of that, and it didn't do anything, huh? What you're saying? You're about to hit your own. Let's clear them out.
Brett saying, Crokinole is the game that inexplicably shows up in your YouTube algorithm at 2 in the morning, and before you know it, you're supposed to be at work an hour ago.
That was very strange.
All mine stayed on the board, and yours
left.
Well,
I knocked them all out, technically. I saved myself 10 points.
That's a fine use of a disc-ish.
Okay. Well, we got to take care of the caterpillar over there at some point, don't we? We got to knock those babies out.
You can deal with that later.
No, it's not the time.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, right. I got to worry about that later on, you know? Here we go.
We'll just,
oh, wait, I can't.
We'll just clean that one up later.
Maybe now's the time. Now's the time. I got nothing better to do here.
Holy smokereenies. That's a grand slam if I've ever seen one. Minus the fact that I have an open board.
Yeah, it's fine. You won't hit it.
Can you feel it?
It'll come close,
You can hear that it's like almost going in there.
I did. I heard it.
I can technically hit mine into yours.
That's right, you can. You should try it.
Yeah, we will. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh! So I lost a disc, but I scored a 20.
That's pretty okay.
I knocked you out. So these cancel.
So you get 20 points.
And I get 20 points.
All right, fair enough.
That was a just fine play.
It was all right.
Someone said the tournament scoring. What was that all about? Apparently, there's a different way to score it competitively. Like, less about competitive, more just like, I think it's you win a round and you don't score points. And so it's about
okay,
how
I get
consistently
that.
can you actually win a round. Like, I had the 80-point turn, and like that's, yeah, there was a blowout moment, which happens, especially like if I get a piece here and you just can't get off the table.
Okay, that makes sense. So you just try to play who gets the most points in a round.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we'll do that. We'll do that next time.
Then you play like best of 5 or best of whatever. Like
Let's do this one to 100, and then we'll do another round.
I like that a lot.
Do like a 2 points for a win, 1 each for a draw, and we play to what? 4?
Whoever has the most point or the most points in a game
at the end of the round. Okay, at the end of
that many points. Then you play this. That's why you play 4 rounds.
It's 4 rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
They only play 4. Who does that? I started that one. You go now, or is it always the loser go first?
It's the next person.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to change my name to Tiger. You know what I mean?
That is aggravating.
But you have a chance to knock it right out.
I mean, I have a chance, yes, but you've got the magic.
Cedar wants to know when the Crokinole subscription is launching. That's good. Could have gone worse.
I hate it so much. Oh, I had a second shot.
You could feel it.
You give me a second shot at it.
Tim says Crokinole deity after I sank that shot. Van wants a set of discs with our faces on it. I don't think that's ever going to happen, I'm going to be honest. That's like too far in the like extremely goofy face.
I don't know. Somebody can, people are always welcome to put our faces on whatever. Maybe use some discretion.
You just legally give people permission to just put your face wherever you want. I do not give permission to use my face, however, and wherever you like.
Your face is all over our Discord. I use it all the time.
It is everywhere. Like this face?
It's the only face that transmits all the things I want to be feeling.
Oh, I was so close.
Okay, we gotta get that out of there.
Tim saying a set of discs with a Covenant logo on it would be fire. Now that
didn't even think about that.
Is more reasonable. Brad saying the player powers in this game seem balanced, but devs could print some expansions. Oh man, I can't even think about this one.
That was my strategy last time. You thought about it.
I got it, and I got a disc on the board. What in the world?
You and Tim play a lot of this?
We over the years, yeah. I mean, it was. Where'd it go?
How did that happen? That's not what my hand was trying to do.
We call that one the Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, so we played pretty much every Sunday for like 3 years, probably. Not every Sunday. It's probably like 40 to 45 Sundays a year.
Wow.
And then when we finally got our board 4 years later, we played a lot up front. We don't play so much anymore.
Jacob Moeller, hey guys, you're going to dive into the new Netrunner set from Nisei. I actually think we are. I think that's on the schedule.
I'm going to go for the risky one.
Yeah.
It didn't hit my discs, and it made it through the hole I was aiming for.
That's crazy.
So that's good.
Coder Stray said, I blew over... You didn't blow. You productively spent over 700 pounds on the entire back catalog of Marvel Champions and expansions. I'm currently eyeing up your cosmic boards and maps. Clearly, I've not spent enough yet.
It's called an investment.
It's an investment. That's right.
It actually
investment in you.
The randomizer we've been using, especially for the villain side, on Streamlit, you did dunk.
But why is it so hard to shoot it straight?
I need a player cam, like the angle here where you're just like, it's so good.
I need to be able to see the front side of my position because like I'm blind, I see like the back of my hand, but if I could see the...
So that's like, hypothetically, if the board was like here, it's a lot easier to be over, but when you're like out and it's like a weird angle, it's challenging.
Yeah,
to be sure. Like this,
you're clearly struggling with it.
This shot is normally one I would try to go here, but this is like really. I'll try it, but it's super hard from this.
So this is about to work. Now we know. Now we know.
It's risky too because I could just hit when things are moving.
Got him.
Danathar saying, "How does this game work?" Very simple. So we're basically a different color disc each. We each have a lane. You have to start when it's your turn. You put a disc on it and you shoot. If there are any opponent discs on the table, your disc has to hit one of theirs to stay. If there are none, it has to be in here or at least on this line to stay. And at the end of the round, each have so many discs. Each of these is worth points. So if you go in the middle, it's 20. Here's 15. This is 10. This is 5. And we'll show you that in a second. In this case, though, I have to hit that white disc, which is very challenging.
This is actually maybe good for you. I mean, no, it's not really.
It's just strictly bad.
But
I'm just taking a risk.
I thought that I could have dunked mine in by using yours. Of course, that would involve me shooting well.
That was awesome, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, well, now I may as well.
I think I've actually missed everything but one shot this time around.
We finally made it.
Okay, so do I take the safe bet? No. Do you have a puck left?
No, but I did score a 20.
Oh. So I need to hit that.
Mm-hmm. If you can get that out and get in there for 15. Dreams and rainbows. All right, I scored 20. This is how it works.
Gotten worse.
So I scored 1 in the middle. It's 20. Plus 1 here is 15. That's 35. This row's worth 5. So I get 40 points.
All this water.
I'm now...
Can't buy a bucket. That's right.
I'm only at 60.
CBS ink.
Speaking of water, really though, another word from... I'm just kidding. We don't have a sponsor.
Sponsor over there at Hop the Griffin.
Do you remember when that started? The Nalgene.
I feel like 1,000 years ago.
Running Nalgene water ad that we.
But really, take a second and take a drink of water out there. Anybody watching? Take a drink of water. Here, look. Look at how nice this looks. Look at this water. It'll make you feel better. Take a quick drink. Just stop what you're doing. Take a quick drink. We'll wait. Because we're cashing in the money. Now Gene's paying us $10 a second.
The water collective.
To show you water.
Like things going across the screen when you're doing this.
The water. Taste the rainbow.
Coda's saying just complete the Red Skull campaign with Scarlet Witch. She's insane.
Scarlet Witch is insane, yes.
Yeah, really.
All the magic people are impossibly good. Is it mine?
I think I started that one.
Wow.
Yeah, the wizards and
even worse.
Witches.
Watch this, though. You ready for the dunk of your life? Now, I'm trying to figure out why that keeps happening.
Oh my goodness. Well, so if you shoot it and it hits one of these things, it's just going to come right back.
But how is it that one time I'm hitting this side and then the other side I'm hitting that side?
So are you hitting straight?
Well, clearly not.
Above? Because if you're doing this, it's easy for it to
I'm trying,
spin off your finger.
I think it's more of a, is it more of a push, a scoot?
Are you following through?
Are you a scooter or are you a flicker?
Like when you're golfing, you know? Are you following through?
Like baseball? Like when you're swinging a bat?
Too, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just staring at it going into the abyss.
I don't know. It's just kind of happening. Dr. Doak saying, I started watching videos from the Skeleton Crew days, and you definitely were making those jokes.
That's so funny. Those were good days.
That was a long time ago.
Right before we had the overhead camera.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Crokinole would have been impossible. See, you're doing the sidewinder there.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that
because of where I'm sitting?
Okay. You have that amount of like dexterity that you can.
Tim's saying split the difference.
Okay, course, I'll just do halfway.
Oh my god. It was Steven's last day on.
Well, I didn't want to dump you in the middle.
Yeah. You wanted to really get. All right, here we go. Right through.
I'm actually amazed. I'm in my own head here. Okay, we've made contact. We're back in the game. That is the worst.
Technically stays, I guess. Yeah, I believe.
I do too, somehow. This time I definitely believe. Oh, yeah, we're back in.
He's a Crokinole professional.
We're back in. Okay, you want a piece now, huh? Okay, I got you. A piece right there. It's so gentle, you know. You've got a gentle delivery.
Lay it in there.
It's gentle. I'm gonna put it on the stubborn side.
Coda's saying you definitely succeeded at not dumping him in the middle. It's true. All right. Let's just lay it in
This
there.
is just...
Oh. I missed.
Okay. Really? Really?
Come on.
Really, that's how that's gonna work now, huh? One life to live, man. Can you look at your...
What were we playing that one time where you were asking if there was a run rule? Look at that. It took it all the way off the board. Like,
yeah,
literally.
I need to do better than that, though. That was not enough. You're going to get like 1 billion points here.
All right. You got this?
Yeah, you get 30.
Yeah, we'll get 30. What does that put me at? Let's see. I'm at 90. Game's not over yet.
That's right. You still got the moment.
We're not done yet.
Stop the rock. What was that game with the run rule?
I mean, Little League.
Well,
But there was some game we were playing where you
recently, yeah.
you were asking if it was bad. I don't remember what it was.
Had to have been a throwback, right? Lord of the Rings. It wasn't Lord of the Rings. You had so many. I remember it was like devastating.
Yeah, it was just like, what was it? I don't remember. I had a good time with it.
All
It was a
right.
good joke when it happened.
We need the middle. We need you to go in. I haven't seen what that
Are you too
looks
good for your
like
home
yet.
disc?
Are you too good for your home?
Man,
How did it go?
It's
I mean,
a little too
how did
aggressive. It hit the back.
I'm
and
used
it
to that
kept
trash
going.
board, man. See, I learned on the trash board,
That's
and now
right.
you're throwing the feather at me.
You need like a little more friction on the table.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
feather. It just slides. It keeps sliding. It's like those new Dragon Shield sleeves.
Right down. Is that out?
It stays now.
Right, it's on the line. On the
It's
line
on the
counts, technically. That's the tournament rules. Official National Crokinole tournament rules.
Rain asking if you think there's an advantage for going first. So I think that the advantage is going.
Oh my
He sunk
gosh.
one. It was just the wrong one.
Why is this happening?
So you scored 20 points for me, and also gave me a clear board. Oh my god. It's like the most value you can create for me in a single moment possible. Crazy.
I'm so bad at this.
So the going first, I feel like if you're good is an advantage because then you just sink one. Your opponent has to then sink one.
Yeah.
But when you're not that good, it just gives. Now it's like they don't have to sink one to stay on the table.
Yeah.
They have a target. So I think it depends on skill. CBS is loving it. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can add to those.
That was as bad as it can go, for sure. Nice.
Let's just follow it up.
Now, you do have to hit the number exactly, right?
Yeah.
Just clarifying.
I'm looking for minus 30 here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to murder you.
Zach was never seen again.
Oh, yes.
He made one. I'll give you a 5 on that one.
My
That was
desire
good.
to murder you.
All right, so I take this and put it in the
produced
disc,
value.
and you do the same thing. Yep, yeah. You made one. Check the
It's
box.
that murder energy that gets me good at Crokinole.
I mean, channel it,
Channel that murder energy, man. What could go wrong
David.
there?
And with that shot, Steven retires his Crokinole jersey number. I'm definitely getting more comfortable with this board.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Rain says, "Sweet, sweet redemption."
Yeah, that's fine. I'm surprised that went that far. Wow. Overcorrected there a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Came out of the gate real slow.
Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. That's normal? I mean, like you don't have to hit one or anything?
You don't have anything on the table, so I can just dunk it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? I didn't notice.
All right.
You get a bajillion points.
These cancel out. I score 60. Nailed it. All right. You want to do one round of tournament rules?
Yeah, we'll do what, 4 rounds?
See how we're feeling?
4 rounds? Is that 4 rounds where winner takes 2, tie takes 1, loser takes 0?
Yep. And I'll let you choose if you want to go first or second.
I will go first so I can dunk it. Right in the middle.
CBS says, can we incorporate this game into the X-Wing attack phase somehow?
Yeah, we play Crokinole for initiative now.
Where's every shot? It's like, does your shot hit? How much damage do you do? Critical hit. Nice.
Okay. I didn't fail entirely. Okay, this is fun.
It's kind of nice because I left myself a decent shot.
You didn't knock me out though. That's great. That's not what we needed really. Okay, so now I can hit mine into yours, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Wouldn't you know, Sam, you play until someone has 8 points.
Okay, cool.
Right, we'll do it. That counts.
It's not, that wasn't good enough though.
I mean, you removed 10 points for me and you got 10 points for you.
Yeah, but I'm the first shooter, so I'm technically only treading water here.
I don't disagree with you. But it's 20-point swing is better than.
But check this out. I'm going to the middle. Daddy in the basket.
Ah! Daddy in the basket. All right, I'm going to take a little risky play here. Very risky.
Oh, very nice. Bad. And we're back in the game.
Yeah, I got the little garbage you got to clean out.
The power of hubris. Oh, yeah. Who's laughing now,
Counts as a shot, actually.
Oh, he's on a tear, man. He's on a tear. He can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. Okay, we'll just put that there.
It somehow stayed.
Okay, acceptable. What about this? I'm sending that one to Joyzy.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, so is my last puck. So your pressure's on here. So if you actually have any, that's actually good. You just got 5 points, right?
So these cancel 2 of yours.
Oh, you get 2 points here.
Mm-hmm.
I get none. After all of that. After all that professional Crokinole.
Okay, so I was ahead by 5 points.
I
which
get
in
0.
Tournament scoring means I score 2 points. I love that you were like, just it all dawned on you right at the same time.
I don't even get any like customary points. Just like you at least had some on the board. So here's some numbers.
Oh my goodness,
coming at you.
It hurts. Who went first there?
I did.
Hanger asking a good question. Do you know that Namor is going to be in the new Black Panther movie?
I did know that, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
Very excited. I hope he's cast in a cool way. Although he's kind of a goofy. I know he's ultimately kind of a goofy hero, but
he doesn't look goofy.
Good.
Yeah.
He should be like a tough water
I hope
guy.
that movie's good.
Yeah.
They look cool. There's like all these people are like hanging onto a whale that's going through and climbing a wall, and it's cool.
I love it.
All right. I'm first, you said?
Yeah. You're not going to hit it, though. Nice. This is the shot I just can't seem to make. Through these two. You know? It technically should just come over here.
That's fine. You can definitely do it from over there.
But it's just harder. I'm sitting right here, you know? All right, we got it. Now you're going to have to blast yours. Or not at all.
Or none.
See, I need to be over here doing this right now. But I'm not going to.
I think that's the shot.
Can you skip over the middle just fine? You know, typically you're...
Yeah, on this board.
I definitely skipped over the middle.
Getting a little ambitious.
Okay.
Ooh, I almost knocked yours in the middle.
Okay. Yes, that is what we wanted.
That was a good shot.
But I wanted mine to stay on, of course, but... Oh, yeah?
I really like the tournament scoring.
Can't imagine why.
Well, it just incentivizes, like...
Why don't you hit that one?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go from here to not do that.
Why don't you hit it? Just take a look at it.
Would you look at that?
Take a look. I think this is what I want. That definitely worked out in a weird... That was a strange way for that to work.
Almost devastating.
Yeah, it almost was. And yet, it wasn't. Grand scheme of things. Okay, we got 3 shots. Let's think strategy here.
And now we're getting there. Jason's saying this is amazing content. I love my Wouldn't You Know board. What up, Jason?
Bless you. All right, so we've got... You're way ahead here. I've got the last shot.
I have 2 left?
Yeah, I got the last shot here.
Yeah, so I'm kind of ahead.
Yeah,
no need the last shot, right? Those cancel out. You're 1 puck under.
I really want this off, pressure in. You know?
Yeah.
That was the right idea.
Just,
but it hit the post.
Just went wrong.
Yeah. I just did it poorly.
All right, so I'm going to try to knock yours out.
I'm an ideas guy.
Out knocking mine.
Don't want to stack them up too much over there. You know? Is this a legal shot? Can I be back on?
Yeah, it can be right there.
Didn't really advance my board position any.
You're on the pucks?
I got one. I got one.
Okay.
So I got the final shot. Yeah.
I need to make this happen.
You're going to have to put some pressure on you.
Didn't do it. It's your chance.
So all I got to do is hit that out of the park.
You don't have to hit it out. If you land on the board, you're probably going to get it.
Yeah. So the only way this goes wrong is if I just don't hit that red puck.
Mm-hmm. Or if you hit the red puck, but the red puck stays here and yours goes off the table.
Yeah. Also very possible somehow.
We don't know how it happened.
All right. Well, I got to go to the long ball here, and I don't like it. I got to tell you, I don't.
Because you're already in the losing. Like, if nothing happens, you're losing this round. So you may as well go for it.
Well, you got to hit that red puck there. I could try to play it from here, but man, there's just so many chances of hitting it.
Well, over there, I also think you have a chance of knocking me in.
Yeah.
Outcast Haven, trying not to spend $400 on a nice board, and this is not helping.
Wouldn'tYouKnow.com.
If you love Crokinole,
and you love
at
nice
some
things,
point, I think this is definitely a worthy investment.
All right, I'm nervous about this. I don't know about this.
A lot of pressure here.
Like, you can imagine like the Crokinole World Championship, and you just have to make this. You would, of course, be able to do it easily.
I'm not even thinking about it. Yeah. It'd be really cool if we had a slow motion button. Like, time it. Steven getting his 2 points. We're back to a tie ball game.
He did it.
So this is why I like the tournament scoring. Non-tournament, you would have scored 10 points.
Yeah.
But instead, you scored 25% of the points you need to win the game. And like when you have those blowout turns, it doesn't just like... I've had moments where you're going back and forth, scraping for 5 points at a time. Yeah. And then one round just gets out of control and you end the whole game.
And that's it.
Which is less thrilling.
All right. Well, how about this?
Ooh, he can taste the glory.
It's so lovably frustrating.
It's such a simple game. You feel like you should have control over it.
It teaches you how to be okay with not doing what you want.
Wouldn't you know saying that Crokinole originated in Canada in the late 1880s.
It's basically curling on a board, right?
Yeah.
And very different in almost every way. But almost all of those puck-based things come from Canada. They liked pucks more than balls, I presume, because of the ice.
They're more fascinated with the sliding mechanics.
Yeah, sliding is more interesting when you got ice everywhere. I didn't miss the puck.
Yeah,
in the grand scheme.
You knocked me down 5 points, at least.
That's right. So far. So far. Almost hit yourself there. He kidnapped himself, ladies and gentlemen. He kidnapped himself. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Got to dislodge you here. Okay, that's fine. Didn't need that. Wanted to keep you there. Yeah, because now I get a 2 for here.
It's not Tuesday yet.
Incredible. We just want 3 at a time is the whole game here. 3 at a time we want. I'm looking for 3.
Don't spin off that line.
Is that on the line?
I'll let you be the judge.
It is on the line, yes.
Look at that shot over there is great. For
tough but fair.
I forget I can just look over at the tops of the table. That's so nice. Nailed it.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Hit. Oh.
He can taste it.
Mm-hmm.
John Dent says, I've always called it Canadian shuffleboard.
Yes, that makes sense. I love shuffleboard.
It's shuffleboard you can like actually put on the table though. And don't have to like go to a bar.
I would wreck you at shuffleboard. There would be nothing left.
I think that's a stream that we're gonna have to do now.
Do some on location streams.
Yeah, we go somewhere and stream it.
Hey, you got one puck left, huh?
Yeah. We're currently on the head by 5.
Okay. I think I've got to try to bounce myself into victory here.
How are you gonna do that?
Now, if I hit me into you, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like if you could get this one out and get yours in the center, that would be a huge point swing.
Or if I could maybe slap up in here. I could slap this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
And then right into the middle there. Can you imagine if I actually did that? That would be insane.
If you will, it is no dream.
Terrible. Terrible.
You're ahead though.
Kind of.
Currently, I mean, I have one disc left.
20 to 15. No, you're at 30 total?
No. So these would cancel out. Those would cancel out.
Oh, are you on the line here?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then you're ahead by 5 right now.
That's right.
So I just need to hit this and get
all
on the
you
board.
have,
Not
all you
knock
have
that
to
out.
do is not. Yeah. Of course you won't do that.
But I could easily
Of course
screw
you
this
won't.
up.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
I did not screw it up. So these cancel. These cancel. These cancel. Wow.
Let's get 2 points right there.
Well earned. All right. It's 2 to 4. 2 to 4. 2 to 4. I'm only ahead by basically 1 round. I'm telling you, this tournament scoring has changed my life.
Going
Also,
second has been the key here.
Only 8
Can you
pucks.
slide me?
Only 8 pucks has been nice. Jarrett saying team coming to backgammon next week. We are looking at potentially doing a board game series, but it would be fun to do a like old board game series at some point too.
Yes. The classics?
I'd love to play Go,
Yeah. We need to play Go.
etc.
Some Fisher Random. Some chess.
Yeah, I would do Fisher Random. Otherwise, you'll destroy me.
I don't remember any of that stuff, man.
Yeah, but it'll come back to you.
It's all just dumb memory once you get into it.
Dumb memory.
Just dumb memory. Ooh. The Knights in King's Indian defense. How do you defend it? Well,
I don't know.
gotta
Ask
go
Bobby.
King to 5G. All right, look at that.
We got our first catch of the day.
Fisher Random, though.
I'm blocking the spam. I hate spam.
They knew this was the stream. All right. Advancing my position. It's like getting a single in baseball. You got any thoughts on baseball having too many home runs? It's just like what you're saying with basketball having too many three-pointers.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point, is that actually a problem in baseball?
Yeah, totally is.
Just like, oh, batter goes up, home run.
Yep.
Cool.
It's basically home runs or strikeouts.
So that's, you know what's interesting? That's a good comparable. I think the same thing happens in like high-level Crokinole, where like good players like sink.
You just get too good at things. Is the problem.
So then you never get to see like the like crazy, I knocked 3 discs off at the same time, or like having to shoot the hard shot.
Yeah.
Because they're just usually so.
People ruin things by getting too good at them.
Mm-hmm.
Like advertising. And like, people got too good at creating panic on Facebook. Yeah. Can be fun anymore because everybody's just so worked up. None of that matters when you got a few wooden discs and oh yes.
It's your chance. Your opportunity.
The Space Jam.
Ina's saying Crokinole of yours, that's who will be receptive to our spam.
Is that on?
It's off.
Come on, man.
You actually want that, because now this is like the impossible dream for me.
Yeah.
Hey, but I gave you a clear board to work with. So get on down with your bad self. Could have gone better. Jonathan saying, as a baseball fan, I don't care for the current 3 true outcomes meta. Move the fences back and let them run.
There you go.
Make the fences bigger? Like scoot them back?
Move them back, yeah.
Make them taller.
They're designed to be moved, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
How far are we going to go, though? Like, is Steph Curry going to be shooting from half court?
Yeah. Parking lot.
He can, by the way. Have you seen that? He's warming up. He hits like 10 in a row from half court.
Yeah, like, that's not fun.
It's not enjoyable.
It's not enjoyable to watch. Nobody wants it. Okay, so I just need to keep the pressure on, and then I'll win.
You got regular John Madden over here. Whoever has more discs on the table at the end probably wins.
Because going last is a huge advantage when we're both not great.
That's what I was saying.
You're better than me, but I am gonna win.
You're gonna win.
So I just need to not do anything, right?
Yeah, just kick it right off the board.
Okay.
That was risky. If you hit your own disc, they're both gone.
I did not do anything, right? Donk.
What is it? Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory?
That's right.
All right. Now you go first. It's 4-4 tournament scoring. We're halfway home.
See, now I should just sink this and make a statement.
It was a statement.
Okay, well, you're in. You're in. The problem is that it doesn't go where I want it to go.
We're so close. Wouldn't you know, Sam, we have the option actually to add 3 player lines in the out of bounds section, so you can play 3 player as
How does that even happen? What is that? How does that even...
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I would love to rewind that and put old geometris on it. Wait, that's bad for you, isn't it?
So, as long as the disc I hit or the disc I shot ends up in the middle, it's fine.
Zach, make you up your ruly here.
Make it up your rule. All right, let's just try it.
This is crazy.
But I'm ahead by a bunch of points, but it's only worth 2 points. I like it so much more.
No, you're not going to win any points on this round, my friend.
Interesting.
You're going to take all your own stuff off there. But is that, and this counts?
This hit this one that went in the middle. They're all in the middle. Yeah, it counts.
I got a freaking replay on that. This counts, right? Comes back on the board?
I think it does count.
Does it?
Because it never, I mean, maybe if it hits the ditch, I don't know.
It hit here, yeah. I think it's probably off.
I don't know.
Nobody's going to allow that. The Canadians would never have
If I'm in a bar and we're drinking beer, that's totally being allowed. I'm going to allow it.
All right. Wow, very gingerly shot there. Nice.
This board is like slides forever. You got to be real gentle.
Yeah. How did that happen? It's because I keep hitting it too hard. But every time I don't hit it...
Galactus says, I think the better streaming content would be games Steven is terrible at and Zach is great at.
That is this. That is what we're watching.
And just like, it drives you crazy.
You've been playing it you did it for 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. But yes, I played
It's not me, it's you. Great.
I gave you a leg up there.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to just blast everything out of the middle. It's the only hope we have.
It worked-ish.
Yeah, so you just need to not do anything.
That's the end?
That's the end,
yeah. You need to blow the table.
Yeah.
I missed. All right, so I scored 2 more points.
Yeah.
Now we're at 6.
6-4.
6-4. Reasonable. We're going into the 4th quarter. Steven's team is getting motivated.
But you go first, which means I have a shot.
Could feel it. Could feel it.
That is a way to do it, isn't it?
Apparently, for future reference, if it hits the ditch, it's gone.
Okay, yeah. I think we all knew that in our hearts, didn't we?
CBS, it'd be fun to watch your team play spoons.
Why is this happening?
What's spoons? Do you know what spoons are?
Yeah. I think you just grab spoons, as I remember it.
Is this that song from Pitch Perfect?
No. Wait, how many pucks you got?
5.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
All right, reasonable.
We didn't really do anything there, did we? This is garbage.
Hey, that was a great shot.
Dude, it's exactly what I intended. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, you really set that one up. Knock that one down.
Knock it down. There we go. See, that's really what we needed.
You needed it.
We needed that.
They call it a comeback.
Now we got tempo. See, this is a good game to explain tempo with. All I got to do
if I miss,
is keep answering your putts.
It's your chance.
Just
don't hit the post.
Time to do my dance here.
Don't hit the post. No pressure. I can see it.
Just gonna chill out here and
smile.
put a puck right in the middle.
Gentle.
Gonna put it right in the middle place there. Little middle hole there. What do you call the middle hole?
What do they call that? It's the let me find it. She better score.
The ditch, the pit, the
center hole.
The center hole. Come on, we can do better than that.
Yeah. We'll call it the touchdown. How many discs? You got 2 left here.
Okay. Let's think about this. Nothing really to think about. You just got to put it in the middle, right?
You just got to put it in the middle.
Okay.
Put the ball in the end zone.
Maybe in the middle.
John. It's devastating. He had the tempo.
Now, as long as you don't sink it, we're fine.
Yeah.
Now, what is a sink worth?
20. But then you could sink one.
Right. That's still technically in.
Technically in, yeah.
Okay. So, again, I'm just in the knock you out, but keep me on situation.
Tim recommending calling it a bingo.
No!
Darth Vader.
This is the end, my only friend.
Now you can do this.
I will.
You know how to do this.
Here, back here, there it is. We got it. It's just a right angle.
That is the shot. That is the shot.
All right, about 62 degrees. Line her up here. And bazinga.
Close.
Close, but no cigar.
What's wild is if this had just landed here,
I know.
You would have been in the money.
Well, you'd have got one, I'd have got one.
But then I wouldn't be at 8.
Yeah.
But now I am at 8.
That's right. I like that. I like that scoring better, though.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah. I think it just makes the variance on the score really nice. Because I've had so many, that's what I was saying earlier, there's so many times I've played this game where someone will just score 100 points randomly.
Yeah.
And it almost always is like one player has a disc that the other players can't get. And then you just start putting them in. And then it's just a runaway train.
You want to do one more to 4?
Let's do one more to 4. I like that. You want to go first or second?
I'll just get this one real quick.
Nail it. Tim Santa, I feel like we need to add a shoot the moon mechanic too. It would be nice to have like a comeback mechanic.
The comeback mechanic is don't get behind.
Deal.
It's still 15 to 20. That's a fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's
totally fine.
Totally fine. Don't care. Means nothing.
Tim says, surely we can improve this game that's been around for hundreds of years. Look at that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Now what? Oh, interesting. So that's what. Interesting.
Are you not entertained?
So you got 20 in the basket currently?
Yeah, 20 in the basket.
Why don't we just call it the basket in the middle?
All right. And put it in the basket.
Doesn't count.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Come on. Come on, man.
CBS saying, I think we should have player powers. Woo-wee.
Is that on?
That's out.
Well, yeah, of course.
Of course you would. But this is an area where, like, these points only...
Points don't matter. It just means that I will not be winning this round. It's as a practice round.
No, that's not fair. It's a warm-up in which I give Zach a 2-point lead.
I think at this point, there's literally no way
I like the optimism.
to get it. I just gotta make that easy scoring.
Let's go left-handed here. This is still spinning, by the way, from like 3 shots ago. Let's go lefty.
All right, so you get 2 points. It's fine. It's a clean 2 points.
So this would have been, by the way,
It's
40.
Fine. We don't need to know what it would have been. What it would have been is immaterial. You know, I would have played it differently.
Would have been 70 points. 70 points.
Would have beat you by 5.
I just like this scoring so much better. All right.
You go first. I'm unstoppable with going second, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, as you remember. I don't think it's going to get better for me until I can put the puck where I want it.
That is true. Yeah, I agree.
I keep shooting the same shot, and it keeps going wrong in different ways.
That would be frustrating.
Yeah. A little sidewinder actually helps me out a little bit. Oh. Well, okay.
You can dunk yours in the middle.
So I dunk mine, but I have to touch yours to dunk?
Mm-hmm. But you should touch mine if it dunks.
It must.
It did. That's a perfect shot. He scores one in the basket.
Can I leave it in there?
No, you can't. That's not how that works. That'd be pretty sweet, though. Let's see if I can return it.
I told you, go in second, man. Unstoppable. I could still lose this. Let's not forget.
Most definitely.
I need to get my tempo back.
Where'd my tempo go?
Where'd it go? Oh, this is a bad shot for me, but I'm going to do it. All right, that was out.
That's out. Yeah,
At least counts for something, right? You're going to put one a little bit. Nope, you're not. Yep. Okay. Well, there's that one way to do it there.
Did I score 2 points already?
Yes. What, is it a reminder?
We're playing a 4-8.
4. Yeah, well.
Is that just, are you reminding me of the problem I have?
That's fine. Just wanted that one to spin for a while.
Yeah, and let it cool
So I'm
down.
at 25. What are you at? 20? 50?
10, 20, 30, 45
right.
plus this shot.
45 plus that shot. Okay.
I'm at 50. You're 20. So you need
If I take both your 15s
30
out.
point swing.
Yeah. And
If you knock a 15 out and you get a 15 point?
Yeah. Easy. It's the shot I've been doing the whole time. Successfully, of course.
I think you did it.
That's about right, yeah.
So these cancel. You've got a 20, which cancels here.
Mm-hmm. You get 5. That's the game. All right, it's fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine. You know what?
That was actually exceptionally close to achieving what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
I thought you had it. So how do you feel about this board compared to the last one?
It's way better and it's nicer and the experience is great.
These things make a world of difference.
They're so much better.
So like the shakeable wooden pegs, you remember that? They like rattle around.
That's no good.
Quick question for Wouldn't You Know? Do I leave these in?
No way.
I think you do. If you're hanging up on the wall instead of in and out every time.
You think so? Maybe that makes sense. No, I went right to task here on this.
I think you don't. I want to know that. Again, huge shout out to Wouldn't You Know. If you're looking to get an exceptionally nice Crokinole board, I can't imagine that there's a better place to go. They do custom boards. They also have pre-made ones that you can get. Jason's saying leave them in. There you go.
All right, we'll leave them in.
Like I feel like if you did that every time, it would wear down eventually.
All right.
Pucks are really nice. This is exceptional. Huge thank you for
But now when we
this.
turn it over, to put the pucks in, it's going to be...
We'll just lift it up.
Okay.
Let's throw it in.
All right, here we go.
Galactus says leave.
The more you take them out, they may get out of plumb. Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't do it. Well, look at that. It's a beautiful board from some beautiful people, presumably. Thank you so much, Jonathan, and the team at Wouldn't You Know for making this board and sending it over. That was an extremely nice thing to do. We'll use it for next 30, 40 years, I imagine.
Years to come. For a lifetime.
Assuming we stay alive.
Knock on wood and you know board. You know what I mean? Anything else you need to know or talk about before we get out of here? You guys have any questions for us? We're super early, which is great.
Yeah. I got some catching up to do.
Yeah, you just got back. This is a good stream to start on. I tried to send a text on our community texting app earlier about we're taking it easy back in the stream. Mm-hmm. I sent it, and then I right before the stream, I was like, I'm gonna see if anyone responded. I went on and didn't send.
Oh.
I was like, well, now it's too late because we're literally about to go live. So maybe a text at that point mattered.
You let them all down. Every single one of them, they were waiting on you to text so that they could tune in today. But...
I mean, it's really devastating.
Yeah.
If you're out there and I let you down, My most sincere, deepest apologies. No one's perfect. Except marketing, apparently.
This is Jeb. Jeb, this is cool. I get a ton of background entertainment from you guys on my work from home days. I was watching old videos the other day and came across Versus 2PCG. You guys mentioned wanting to try the original. I have 50 plus decks that I drag out maybe twice a year. I wouldn't mind lending you guys some for an extended period if you'd like for Throwback Thursdays. Well, Jeb, that's a very nice offer. Hop into our Discord. We might take a look at it.
Didn't we play Versus? Or we had like weird starters or something?
We played the 2PCG, but we didn't play the LCG.
Oh, the CCG?
Whatever it is.
2PCG is the LCG?
I don't know what all this means.
The CCG is the old one.
Yeah, that always is there. Usually is the case.
John didn't say I learned something that I've been doing wrong. What did you learn? I'm curious. People asking, CBS and Terrence asking us anything we're excited about Gen Con. Assume we're going. We're actually not going.
We're not going.
Made the decision to not go earlier this year. Not quite ready to jump back into that. We kind of had to decide back in January, February. And that was during the Omicron stuff. And a lot of what we do there, too, is on film. And for good reason. They're requiring masks and stuff. So that gets very challenging to actually... It's already tough because it's loud and there's like a room of people. Audio-wise and getting people to film. People are tired and like have been talking very loudly. So I can't even imagine with a mask. It's got to be like significantly harder for that to happen, actually.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be great.
I
hope there's some Keyforge news.
I know they're going to be there. They're supposed to have those... The
Ghost Galaxy is going to be there?
Yeah, the early versions of the adventure decks.
Oh, right.
That they'll have a limited amount of them there. They're supposed to come out later this year, which they did the on-demand print versions a while back.
Is it just going to be like Christian with a little tablet taking orders, you know? Is it going to be a one-man band again?
Don't know.
Or is he not going to be there? He's going to send somebody else?
I assume he'll be there, but I don't know. I'm
in just like a tank top and just like retired.
Can you imagine a tank top and like a straw hat,
a visor, some shades, tank top? Hey, Keyforge is back, baby.
Write the bookie stuff down. I mean, I'm excited to see. We talked about it on the podcast. If you're unfamiliar, we have a podcast called the Covenant Cast, but during like the early part of the pandemic, about what we expected to see post-pandemic, and it's still somewhat around, but like I feel like publishers are starting to get really comfortable. This Gen Con is a potential opportunity for people to launch new, big, exciting
Except
stuff.
for all those container prices, man.
That is a problem.
It's still a problem.
Yeah. So either this Gen Con or next Gen Con is when I expect a wave to start hitting. And I think the bigger, companies, there was this kind of spree of CCGs hitting Kickstarter, but I'm still expecting bigger companies to start announcing bigger IP-based. It's just the spreadsheets say make a CCG. Yeah. And I'm sure...
You know that Star Wars CCG is on your brain, right?
And Lord of the Rings, I mean, it's this... You have an Amazon show happening. You got a new... Like, Game of Thrones is coming back with a prequel show.
And you have a tremendous amount of mediocre Star Wars content coming out.
Just endless. But you know what? The thing is, I will say, a huge part of my enjoyment of prequels comes from the fact that the card games had prequel stuff in there. Because there's cool stuff there. So from a gaming perspective, like...
We can make it cool. Just give us the source material.
Yeah.
Sans the story.
Yeah.
We'll make it great.
Just the characters and the planets and stuff, and we'll do it. Anyways, so I'm really curious to see how Gen Con goes this year, and what it's like. I know, just reading a bunch of stories about container prices and costs and stuff, like it's a weird time to be doing anything. Even taking a team of 20, 30 people to Gen Con is way more expensive right now because flights are more expensive, gas is more expensive, inflation, et cetera. So is this the time to launch your big new project that you want to get a lot of people on?
I do think it's really good timing for SoulForge.
Oh my goodness.
Especially because they're printing in the States.
Yeah.
Like the Kickstarter at least.
I think SoulForge, they have big tournaments happening at Gen Con. They're doing pre-sales of decks and stuff.
They're going wild.
This next 4 to 6 months is like a huge opportunity for them.
And they got that professor video.
That's a big deal.
You think you just pay the professor to do that? Is that how that works?
Don't know.
I'd love to know. Or maybe he just likes it.
We could act like we're making a game and be like, hey, we have a game we'd like you to do. How much is it going to cost?
Wait, people are getting paid for content?
Hold on a second.
I wanted to shout out Ryan Vorland. Said, this is my first time catching the stream. I found you through researching Sorcery TCG and have been plowing through the podcast. I'm on episode 158, about a month of listening. It's been a good time.
You went from 1 to 158?
It's 158 hours.
While I have you here.
There were some weird ones back in the back
really
catalog
rare.
Too,
yeah, like early on we we were kind of discussing what we would discuss before we got on the podcast, and eventually realized that the discussion about the discussion was more interesting than the eventual discussion that was really clean. Anyways, I'm curious, once you get through it, I want to hear from you. If you're not on our Discord, I'd love you to be there. Just to hear anything that stands out. It's funny stuff too. Like I know our first Fab stream, apparently I was like, have you heard of this COVID thing? Like right before COVID hit. Just perspectives change, and I'd really be curious just your take on that journey if you're blitzing through them all like that.
This is really cool. Also, Adam Ziabrowski says, Wouldn't You Know is one of the few Crokinole boards I haven't played on. I have to get one for the Windy City Crokinole Club at some point. Can you imagine having a level of relationship with a game like Crokinole that you have certain like publishers of boards or makers of boards, like you played on these 20 that are like made it down the list? Interesting.
It checks out. I also love that there's a Windy City Crokinole Club.
Chicago has always been awesome when it comes to tabletop games.
Yeah, a lot of good friends. From
Just so many good people we met in the hobby. Yeah, Terrence. Sans Terrence. You know what I'm saying?
CBS saying, by the way, thanks for the Power 7 podcast series. It really helped me out in design a board game.
Oh, great!
Which is amazing because that was very card game focused.
Yeah, I hope the game goes well, huh?
Did you see the Stonemeyer video about the Power 7?
Yeah, I did.
That was really cool. He basically went through all the topics and applied it to board games. Mm-hmm.
Has he spoken publicly about not just naming it Stagmeyer Games?
No, we can ask him next time we have him.
Or changing his last name to Stonemeyer.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
At some point I considered Zach Covenant. The thing about that is it's so close to his actual name.
ZC.
My middle name starts with a C, so I could be Zach Covenant Bun.
That seems okay.
Yeah, ZCB.
Yeah, that seems okay. Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that he was doing that. I haven't got a chance to listen to it, but
yeah, it was really fascinating because he gave examples. We're obviously not super familiar with board games. That's part of why we wanted to do the board game series. But he was giving examples from a board game perspective. Like he'd start with card games / Magic, which is what he has a little bit of experience with, and what things we were referencing on our podcast. But then he would just give board game examples, and it's really even stuff like Limit 1. And like whether he likes it or not in board games, and where it's different games it shows up in. So it was just a cool perspective.
Dude, this is really, really great too. Apparently Stonemeyer's has been comes as a concatenation, so putting two things together, of the two founders' names. So one of them was probably somebody Stone, and then Jamie Stagmeyer, Stonemeyer.
Really?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hold on, let me just look.
Who's the other one?
Let's look.
Who are the founder, like OG founders?
They have a Wikipedia? Let's look.
Do they have Wikipedia? I guess they'd be on. They don't. The games are. They don't have an entry. What about BGG? BGG.
Where?
BGG. Alan Stone, apparently, is the guy's name. Alan Stone. You remember that little commercial where the guy's eating a peanut butter sandwich? He's trying to say Aaron Burr and he can't.
Yeah.
And it's a Got Milk commercial. That was devastating to me as a kid. I remember being like, no, just say the name. He's losing money. That
really name makes a lot more sense now. So
yeah.
I now understand why you would do that. But it's when your name is Stagmeyer and you name it Stonemeyer, it's like so close.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for being here. I saw CBS Inc. there, our friend and affiliate there, found the Power 7 through Jamie Stagmeyer. So
that's amazing.
He does free marketing for us. We do free marketing for Wouldn't You Know. I mean, it's just a whole system.
I mean, when you
produce something quality.
When you appreciate something quality being made, I think it's really good to share it. And obviously some people get paid to do that, but like
what a model.
This is just such crafts. This is so good. This is one of the best things I've like. It's so high quality. So again, Wouldn't You Know? Check them out. It's a huge shout out. Thank you so much for sending this over. And if you haven't heard of Stonemeyer Games, check them out too. I'm sure we'll be playing Winning Spin at some point in the future. And
I hope so.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. Come on in, Flesh and Blood. If you want to learn how to play, we're doing a whole learn to play new thing with a bundle attached. Hope you join us.